Hello, it's Daniel. Just a quick video like I promised. I'll walk around the car. I'll just point out any imperfections that I've seen, and if you get any follow-up questions you can just send me a message and I'll answer accordingly. So I'll just start with the corner. I'll work my way around. I'm a bit tight for space in at the wall, but I'll try my best to get the camera in for a good look. So we'll start with the bonnet and the bumper area. So the paintwork itself isn't too bad. There's not too much in the way of stone chipping. If you look close enough you will see it, but in generally you get a nice wee reflection off of it. Paint doesn't look too dull, and it's just generally in decent condition. The little plastic trim panels here, now I don't know if these come as black as standard or if they've been wrapped in the past, I don't know, but you can just see it down here, and it's the same on the other side. Just evidence of stone chipping. Obviously that paint or whatever it is there isn't as durable as the car's paint itself, so it's just a wee bit of evidence of stone chips there. Walk down the right hand side of the car. So I've got a wee dent here. I'm going to try and get I've got a dent guy that comes down on a Thursday, so I'm going to try and get him this week to improve that slightly. Usually he does a very good job, and he'll definitely be able to make it flat again. It's just whether or not there's a wee mark there after it's done. I don't know yet. We don't know until it's finished, but I should hopefully be able to get that improved, and if I can't do that in the time for you to come and get the car, I can address it after you've got it locally down there for you. Okay, let's walk down this side of the car. So I'm just trying to show you there's no dents, no big scratches or anything here, and the paintwork generally looks all right. Okay, so the only thing that I've noticed on this panel, and you'll barely be able to see this from the video, and even in real life you can't really see it that well. It's just because I'm used to looking at paint day in, day out. So I get the feeling that this has maybe had like a wee paint repair at some point, and the evidence is just a little bit of like running runoff, like, you know, when you're painting a wall and sometimes it clumps up a wee bit. There's just evidence of where that's been rubbed down to make it flat again. From a few meters away you don't really notice it, but obviously when you go up close you'll just start to see it a little bit more. And the other kind of giveaway is that this little bit of chipping here, which hasn't happened anywhere else on the car, but paint generally looks all right. It's given a good reflection, and even in direct sunlight it looks fairly acceptable. Okay, go to the back end of the car. So the back bumper's fine, tailgate itself is fine, lacquer peel on the rear wing. These are all the wee bits and bobs that I'm showing you here, these are things that I've had every intention to get it sorted before sale. In all honesty, I didn't expect it to sell as quickly as it has, but again, I'll see what I can do with this, whether it be if I can get Body Shop to respray it, or I can maybe even, you can let me know if you want me to try it, but I can maybe get it wrapped black, the same as that, to kind of tie in with the rest of the car. Right hand side of the car looks all right, the paint looks fine. Can't really see too much in the way of wear and tear. If I'm being ultra critical, just on the crease where the door is, you can see we dent there, and then there's another one. Just hard to see this without. You can see it there, just where my finger is, where the reflection's a wee bit distorted, but you can see the reflection of outside my unit in the paint really nicely, so it's not dull or flat. It's really nice. Tyres are all good off the wheels, so I'll just show you around all the wheels. Most of them have got a few scratches on them. 3 of them are fine. There's one that's a wee bit more obviously worn than the others. That one's okay. Okay, there's wheel number 3. And then this one is one that's a bit more worn than the others, not so much around the edges, just a bit of brake dust that's caked on there. The car hasn't had a full proper valet yet. When I get my valeter to attack that with some chemicals, hopefully we'll be able to get some, if not all of that off. So that's pretty much it for the outside of the car. go inside now. Inside, it's really good condition. So the bit that always gets it on every car, leather, is the seat bolsters, but on this car, it's fine. There's not really too much in the way of wear on the seat bolsters. Sorry about the lighting, it's not great, but you can take my word that there's no damage on the seats or on the carpets. And on the back, in the back, sorry, you won't see it in the light, but again, there's no damage there. And the suede in the back looks a bit better than the front. That's obviously just because people sit on it all the time in the front. Okay. Right. Start it up. There we go. There's a dashboard, no warning lights. Centre console, it looks nice when it's all lit up. But yeah, it's just to show you all these controls. It's just as you would see in the photo, but just trying to demonstrate that everything here is as it should be. As far as I've found, everything to do with the radio, the nav, locks mainly work, with the exception of driver's door that I mentioned on the phone. Aircon system seems to work. It's still too cold to determine how good and cold the aircon is, but the system engages all right anyway. Okay, I'll show you the service book, and I've only got my left hand, so I'll do this from back to front. So there's the most recent service that I had done. Just trying to zoom in on that a bit better. So that's 2023, that's all the things that were done to it. So front pads and discs, wheel bearing, cabin filter, rear pads and discs, and he wrote lube service, but that's just an oil service. So that's 2023, 22, wee gap in between 18 and 22, but the mileage gap, albeit the time gap is big, the mileage gap isn't. So we're at 87,000 and then 107,000, so it's just under 20,000 miles. Of a gap there. It's not to say it hasn't been done, it's just that there's no record of it. 2018, 2015, 14, 13, so it's got fairly good service history. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, if you get any other follow-up questions, just let me know. I'm not a broadcast journalist, so if my video is boring, I'm sorry. But it's not designed to be entertaining, it's just designed to show you in a bit more detail than the photos can show you what it's like. Okay. Hope you like it. Thank you.